What's going on? So you cannot discover and recognize the one who is talking with you now. So my name is Saint Fleur, and I always have some very important and interesting topic, to share with you. And I greet all of you, and I welcome you on my YouTube channel, The Reformer. So you can see it's written in French, Le Réformateur, but it is in English as well. And this is my uniform. Like you see, Le Réformateur, the Reformer. You can go check my video and you can see the other videos that I put on my channel. I spoke about some topics like the most important international days. You know, I spoke about the International of the Children, the International Day of AIDS, and I spoke about Thanksgiving in the United States. And yesterday I spoke about AIDS, the International Day of AIDS. And today I come to share with you the International Day of Persons with Disabilities. I want to greet some people on this live, like Daniel Napoleon, Soaz Napoleon, Lionel Napoleon, and all other dear friends. But Dion Bowman Johnson, Shanisha Saunders, and Robin Ferguson, I greet you. I greet Bennyville. I greet Shanisha. I greet June Cooper, and so on. So, what I would like to tell you first is never humiliate the persons with disabilities. The International Day of Persons with Disabilities has been commemorated annually since its proclamation in 1992 by United Nations General Assembly Resolution 47.3. Celebrated on December 3 and around the world, the day works to promote awareness-raising actions on disability issues and to draw attention to the benefits of an inclusive society accessible to all. Governments, United Nations agencies, civil society organizations, academic institutions, and the private sector are encouraged to partner with organizations of persons with disabilities to organize events and activities to mark the day. Okay, if you want me to make it clearer, maybe you see a little bit black. I think you see me. Okay, you see me now. Okay. The last year term, like 2020, was build back better towards an inclusive, accessible, and sustainable post-COVID-19 world. The inclusion of disability is an essential aspect of respect for human rights, sustainable development, and peace and security. It is central to the promise of the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development to leave no one behind. Commitment to the realization of the rights of persons with disabilities is not just a matter of justice, but an investment in our common future. Diving into pre-existing inequalities and revealing the extent of exclusion, the global crisis linked to COVID-19 shows how essential global essential disability inclusion is. Numbering 1 billion, people with disabilities form one of the most included groups in society and are among the hardest hit by the current crisis in terms of deaths. Even in normal times, they have less access than anyone else to healthcare, education, employment, or social life. They are at high risk of poverty, violence, neglect, or harm, and are among the most marginalized people in communities affected by crisis. As they are disproportionately affected by the impact, direct or indirect, of the COVID-19 pandemic, their situation has only worsened. Okay, now by taking disability into account, the response and recovery will better serve the common interest because they will more systematically stem the spread of the virus and make it possible to rebuild on a better base. The inclusion of disability makes systems more flexible and therefore better able to adapt to complex situations, targeting those most of the margins before all others. According to the Act ensuring the exercise of the right of disabled persons with a view to their educational, professional, and social integration, a disabled person is anyone with a disability causing significant and persistent disability and who is prone to encounter obstacles in the performance of day-to-day activities. This definition applies to any individual, woman or man, with a disability. It can be a child, an adult, or a senior. With regards to disability, it can be motor, intellectual, speech or language, visual, auditory, or associated with other senses. It can be linked to organic functions or even linked to an autism spectrum disorder or a serious mental health disorder. Note that this definition allows the inclusion of people with significant episodic or cyclical disabilities. The term disability also refers to the difficulty of the disabled person's vis-a-vis his environment in terms of accessibility, expression, understanding, or apprehension. It is as much a social notion as a medical notion. These activity and participation limitations remain variable according to national or societal contexts. Almost 8 million men in Europe returning from World War were permanently disabled by injury or illness. Disability does not constitute a community with a homogeneous destiny. It presents very diverse life paths and issues. Disability is a meeting between an illness, a disability well defined in nosography, but also a social construction and a destiny which gives a status in the society where the individual life. People with disabilities are more likely to be victims of violence and rape, and they are less likely to obtain police intervention, legal protection, or preventive care. So it is. So that's all for today, and I hope that I will see you next time. And I ask you, please, to do not hesitate to subscribe, to like, to share, to comment, and you can help me going forward with this wonderful work and difficult that I do. Thank you for being with us, and you who will watch this video, I thank you in advance for watching. God bless you. This was Pastor Watson Sinfler, and this is the YouTube channel, The Reformer. Even if you see it's something written in French. One day I will translate it I read it in English for you. Okay. The Reformer. Le Réformateur. Go. Have a good day. Bye bye. God bless you. See you next time. I love you so much.